Hi, another session of the Mic Drop podcast. This is Mo Mohammed. I work with the people seeking asylum and refugees, and I've been working with the Many Hands One Heart since the start of it. It's a supporting agency or supporting group for the LGBT plus people seeking asylum and refugees. One of our popular members of the group, that is add a lot of spice and color to the group is Ariane. And Ariane is here. I'm going to talk to her about her aspiration and her life. Welcome to Mic Drop podcast, Ariane.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm all right. How are you
Okay.
today?
I'm good.
Okay.
Just basically first, tell us how old are you and where you come from.
I'm 25 and I come from Cameroon.
Cameroon.
In Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And English is not your first language, is it?
Basically both like English and French.
French, okay.
Because it's like both languages spoken there.
Yeah.
So.
And when you were a child, I know that you were telling me a lot about that you really liked studying and you were very good at math. Is that right? Is it?
Yeah.
And what did you want to do when grow up? What did you want it to be?
I've always wanted to be like doing engineering. And stuff. Yeah.
But things didn't happen the way you planned. Yeah.
Don't always happen the way you plan.
Can I just ask you a little bit about your sexuality, because that's one of the reasons that basically your reason that you got the status as a refugee. What are you? How do you identify yourself?
As a lesbian.
Lesbian.
Yeah.
And what is life as a lesbian like back in Cameroon?
It's basically like not existent because most people don't accept it or don't consider it as being a normal thing to be. So I guess life is not possible there and it's a bit stressful. You go through a lot and it's just not normal to be a lesbian there.
Is it illegal as well, or is it?
Yeah, it's illegal. You can be sentenced like to up to 2 to 10 years imprisonment. And as well as the population, public weeping or anything else, like it's not accepted there.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons you left your country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And when you left your country, I believe you had a relative here. Is that right?
Yeah, my auntie.
Yeah. And you went to stay with your auntie. Is that right?
Yeah, I was staying with my auntie for up to a year and 8 months.
Yeah.
She lives in Manchester.
And if I remember rightly, you told me about your auntie when she found out about your sexuality. How did she react?
She didn't appreciate it. She was just like, no, she couldn't believe this. Like, this shouldn't happen in her family, which is my family as well. But she was like, no, she couldn't just accept it.
What happened to you then?
She basically told me to go out of her house and that she couldn't live that influence around her kids.
Okay. And so you were homeless.
Yeah, like for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Where did you sleep? What did you do?
I was just wandering around because I had some friends, but we're not like that close to go to their places or to their homes. But I was just basically in the town, wandering around and everything.
Yeah. So you lived in the streets.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me asking you, how did you get money to eat or stuff like that sort of thing,
Basically, like there are like some charities organizations in Manchester that offer like free meals and free food, like shelter places where you can go, and in churches as well where you can have like free meals, and that's just it. Like,
I forgot to ask you about your parents. Did they accept or did they know? Did they accept your sexuality?
no, they don't.
They don't.
They definitely.
So you
don't.
couldn't ask help from your family.
No, from nobody from my family.
And
no.
you really didn't know. Is that right? You didn't really know that when you come to UK, you can actually seek asylum on your sexuality.
I didn't know. I wasn't aware.
How did you find out?
It's this girl, Pamela. I met her in Manchester once, and she's the one who advised me to go and claim asylum, and that's basically what I did. Because she's the one who told me, "Oh no, you can claim asylum and everything."
And they would send you to Liverpool.
I went to London. I claimed asylum, and they sent me to Liverpool like 3 days after. And yeah, we sent me to Liverpool.
I do remember that. I do remember you coming to the group. And you weren't in a happy place, was that right?
Oh, I was in a very dark place. Like, I wasn't in a happy place at all.
Yeah. And do you think the group, the Many Hands One Heart, help you in any way to sort of...
Greatly, like, really, they really helped me, like, emotionally as well as socially, and also, I can say even intellectually, because I was not feeling so isolated anymore, and I knew, like, I had more knowledge from taking part in meetings from the groups and everything.
And sorry to interrupt you, carry on.
No, it's fine.
I just want to say, then you start having a relationship with another member of the Many Hands On.
Yeah. Yes, we started like dating and stuff, but yeah.
And that was probably the first time you had openly.
Like, because obviously when you're coming from somewhere where it's not openly accepted, you don't necessarily think it's going to be accepted here as well. You still have those, like, the fears, thinking of, or probably you're still scared, or you don't think it's allowed, or yeah.
Your case was quite interesting, you know. The reason I'm saying that is because you had a lot of evidence that about your sexuality back home.
Yeah.
There was an article about you in the newspaper in French.
Yeah.
And also there was no problem with proving your sexuality.
Yeah.
And also sexuality, as you said, is homosexuality is illegal in your country.
Yeah.
So there are the two reasons that you should have been accepted. Your case should have been accepted at the start. Can you tell us why you weren't accepted at the first, when you applied?
Yeah, I think when I went for my interview with the Home Office, they sent me a letter, and in the letter they were giving me the reasons of refusal, and the main reason was like, your documents are in French, so we don't understand it, so we can't give you asylum because we don't consider the documents.
Did you have solicitors?
I didn't have a solicitor. I just went like.
Okay. So you didn't have solicitors?
No.
And you had no money to translate your documents?
No, I didn't have money.
And Home Office didn't help you at all in regard to that?
No. So basically they said, your documents are in French, so we won't consider this, and you don't have a partner, we won't consider this, and that's just it. Those are just the two reasons they gave.
But then after that, you are in your appeal, you got solicitors.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us what happened?
After the
how did it happen? Because I come back to, you joined the group.
Yeah.
Sometime in March, was it?
Yeah, I guess it was March 2018.
And we had events.
Yeah.
In May.
Yeah.
What was the event?
It was the Hobbit. I guess it was in 2018, right?
International Day Against
International
Homophobia.
Day Against Homophobia, yeah. And I sang there, and I guess that's where it started. It started, like, that's where you met this Joe. Was it Joe Berger?
Yeah.
I don't remember her
just
name.
Basically this story, if you don't mind me telling people,
Yeah, it's fine.
It was just you sang, and your voice was unbelievable. A lot of people cried, because I actually told a little about your story, not a lot.
Yeah.
And then many English people that they were in the meeting group, they started offering us help, from all around UK, not just from Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then you find a solicitor.
Yeah.
And they translated your documents.
Yeah.
And then you were accepted.
Yes.
So your talent there, help you.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And I like to. At the end of this, I like you to give us a song if you don't mind. Okay. Have you just tried to? Because you're you got a fantastic voice. Have you actually tried to, go on the television or to perform in a higher profile organization events?
I was referred by, I don't remember who it was, but I was referred to Britain Got Talent. Yeah. And I did the auditions, and they accepted me. And they asked me to send a second video, which I did. But I guess at that stage, it was mainly about my status here, because I wasn't having my papers yet. So that's the reason I didn't go forward. So.
Okay, since you got your status, you're still in a relationship, is that right? You're the same girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And also, one of the things you always wanted to do when you were a child was to go to university and to study. Is that right? And What are you doing now? What's happened since?
I'm actually studying like at Achiel University, which is in Ormskirk and in Lancashire. So I'm doing nursing, first year adult nursing, like general nursing. So
Are you
I'm
looking for a
happy about
job?
it.
Are you look?
Yeah, I've been applying for these jobs like support worker or student nurse at Royal Hospital, but they told me there's going to be vacancies around August. So while waiting, I'm just trying to apply for support working with some agencies. Yeah.
And apart from many hands on heart, are you? Do you have any other activities to help other people seeking asylum, refugees, or
Yeah.
immigrants?
Yeah, because I go to this group in Manchester called African Rainbow Family. They equally offer support to LGBTQ plus people, and basically they do meetings once a month as well. And I equally go to this. Also I'm a member of a campaign of This World Must Fall,
What is it about?
which is a campaign against immigration detention, because I have friends who have been to detention for 6 months, or people who have died being in detention. So it's just basically a campaign which campaigns against immigration detention and with the aim of closing the
Those-
immigration centers.
Well, there are a lot of stories about it. First of all, I think people should know that UK is one of the only countries in Europe or
Yeah.
EU that there is no time limit in regard
Yeah.
to the detention centres.
Yeah.
So you can be there as long as they want you to be
Yeah,
there.
there's no time
And
limit.
also there's a lot of stories about sexual assaults and abuse
Yeah.
and all of that. And I was actually very proud to see you in the university do a talk about that, and I wasn't
Yeah.
aware that you were doing the campaigning. Where are you gonna? My last question before you start singing is, where are you gonna see yourself in 5 years' time?
I see myself probably having graduated from uni, working, moving in a bigger house than my new flat, and getting married. I don't know. I don't know yet for that, but just basically,
Are you in a happier place? I know your life is not very easy because you're studying university,
Yeah.
traveling, and financially you still got a lot of problem. But are you a lot happier now than you were at the 2 years ago when?
oh wow, I'm like extremely happier than when I was than 2 years ago. But the more you go further, you still have some issues and problems, which is inevitable. But yeah, I'm more happier. I think I'm in a better place. So
I
I
think
guess I'm happy.
Personally, I think you give a lot of hope to a lot of other LGBT plus people seeking asylum because basically you had a lot of difficulties and you're here, there, and you're smiling. Will you give us a song now?
Okay.
What are you gonna sing?
You Are the Reason by Callum.
Okay.
It's called Callum or
All right.
there goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now. There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I am still breathing. I'm hopeless now. I'll climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. And there goes my heart shaking, and you are the reason my heart keeps bleeding. I need you now. If I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. I'll climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason